setting over the busy metropolis of Houston, Texas. And that's where we're coming to you from tonight. Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3. And for Houston, Harden and Gordon are out on the wings. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope, because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special, because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that game.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Harden inside the three-point line. It's good from the top of the key.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. One of the obvious keys he mentioned was keeping Russell Westbrook out of transition. Coach said when he gets up ahead of steam, he's almost impossible to stop. We'll see if they can deny Westbrook his fuel tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Paul left side. And here's Gallinari outside. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Exceptional instincts from the clever guard, Paul. I mean, reading the D, making the right pass.
Here's Harden on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Harden the pass to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Here's Paul. Rockets with the rebound. This time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
Yeah, and they can't afford a repeat of that. They need a lot more minutes out of their core group tonight.
Shoots it up. Good on the jump shot.
Oh, you got to talk about those next-level ball handlers. And Chris Paul, he's right there on the list.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career. And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
And sometimes I feel like people don't truly appreciate the greatness of what James Harden does. He's one of the toughest guys to check on the fast break. He has one of the best Euro steps in the game, the best footwork in the game. He'll hit you in the head for deep. You can't check him without fouling him. The precision of his movements, the ease in which he scores. Come on, man.
As you said, C. Webb, what Harden has been doing the last few years is truly remarkable.
Yeah, Kevin, and it's funny because when you are achieving greatness and critics try to diminish what you're doing, it's just funny to me. Harden is one of the great guards of all time, no matter how you slice it.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
It's a very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Pass to Paul. This one for 3. And Eric Gordon pulls it down. And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. And Harden with the stuff.
One of the best finishers inside, period. I mean, there's nowhere on the floor Harden can't score from.
The Thunder have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Westbrook against Paul. Six on the shot clock. Count that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Harden. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
And here they come. Here's Dort. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists tonight. Rockets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Harden. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Kick out to Adams. Out to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Harden scanning the floor. Shoots. And that's good for 2. Harden's got 11.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Here's Paul. From downtown. A second chance effort.
In terms of fundamentals, Tucker is rock solid at the defensive end. I mean, you can see the effort he puts into his D right here.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by a point. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. You might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Got the defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Thunder 5 right now. Muscala is out there with Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Andre Robertson. And it's Baisley in at the small forward. Now here's McLemore. Green taking his time here. It's good. Green's got the lead up to 3 now for the Rockets. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone.
Oh, the former Georgetown Bulldog, Jeff Green, now a veteran in the NBA. I mean, he's bounced around the last handful of years, but he's a smart player who still knows how to make an impact.
Here's Muscala. No good on that one. And Houston the other way now. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And for Green, who is almost out of the league due to a heart condition, he's had a great career.
He has, Kevin. I mean, he's never been an all-star, but his production has never been lacking at any other stops. I mean, lately, Green has been best as a leader for the second unit. He came up with a handful of scores every game.
Diallo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Houston leading by 3. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Rivers, the Rockets again can't hit. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Robertson. A putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Back to Rivers. And some nice passing there by Houston. Now here's McLemore outside. The Rockets with another miss. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Now Robertson, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Diallo. Rocket 6. There's the triple. Green with the rebound.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
You played for a lot of different coaches in your career, Chris. I'm sure you saw characteristics that you like in a head coach with all the different people you played for.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely want coaches that challenge you, that want to make you better, that helps with the team chemistry. But I would say, number one, you want a coach that understands they are such a good coach that their job is to infuse you with as much information during practice, and then come game time, they trust you to go out and do your thing. They don't micromanage during the big games. They say, wait a minute, we put in enough practice time, you know what we should do, now go out there and execute. The ones that trust you, you got to love them.
Right.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Evan?
PA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much. Now here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
Now Adams, after Westbrook's missed 3, that one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
1:07 left here in the second. Puts up a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Westbrook's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets. And with River, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level 6 man for the rest of his career.
Now, here's Green. Harden draws the double. Goes back up. And Westbrook with the layup. And it's a 6-point Rocket lead.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Ball against Westbrook. And here is Paul. From deep three-point range. And so it's the Houston Rockets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Nerlens, you guys had a tough time stopping their offense in the first half. What do you have to do differently?
We got to protect the paint. They're getting way too many easy baskets. That's us communication on front and the post, and, just communicating a lot more.
We'll see if those changes stick. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 11 points and 4 rebounds. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
As we've seen, the deceiving quickness of Harden makes him so difficult to guard. He can go from slow to fast in an instant. Can stop on a dime, or he can take you all the way to the rack.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Well, I'll tell you what I saw in the first half, Ernie. 3 things. Soft defense, not enough pressure, but they can still win this game. They need to ramp it.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. They hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Harden. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Robert Covington picks one up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Oklahoma City, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And the first one at the line is good. Chris, over the last 40 years, a steady decline in offensive rebound, largely due, I'm guessing, to the concern with transition defense, right?
Definitely, and let's give respect to the offensive rebounding that it should have. Whenever you had guys like Rodman, Popeye Jones, guys that used to just, you'd have nightmares about because they were such great rebounders, Ben Wallace. Well, now it's a little bit different because those guys were playing the 4 position, right? So now at the 4 position, you have to get back on defense because if you're not, guys are shooting threes from Curry land in the 4 position because the game is evolving. So now it is better to get back in transition than trying to get an extra possession for your team. You still want to attack the glass. You just want to make sure you know who's in the game at that time because now you have guys leaking out, getting a quick shot on that other end.
That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Paul.
So crafty inside. I mean, Paul's been successful for many years at challenging the heart of your defense.
Westbrook against Paul. And Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got the lead up to 10 now for Houston.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. Passes it to Dort. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Well, Mike D'Antoni, a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached at, only missing the title to cement his legacy.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Damari Carroll's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Manuel House comes in for Gordon. McLemore's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And with Mike D'Antoni. Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Yeah, it's no doubt that Houston now is championship or bust. We've seen it. I mean, they've dished out huge contracts going full win mode now. I mean, they're putting it all on the line with this team.
McLemore with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Rivers surveying the D. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Rockets desperate for a return to the NBA Finals.
Oh, the team has had their chances. They just need to make the most of them. I mean, front office, they're doing what they can help to make the most of Harden's prime. I mean, you have to admire their willingness to go for it now.
Chalk up 2 there. And it's 7 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
1:53 left in the third. McLemore, no good. Thunder trailing by 11. He's guarded by Rivers. There's the pass to Gallinari. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And taking a look here at numbers for Gallinari, last season he played outstanding. 4th in free throw percentage, and he also shot his way into the top 5 in percentage from long range. Just a knockdown shooter.
And yeah, he was money from the charity stripe. Only a handful of players shot a better percentage last season. Tremendous asset. Mike Muscala is checked in for Gallinari. And he can't hit the second.
Well, the Rockets are a team that is pushing NBA theory to the extremes with how they approach offense.
Oh, yeah, every year they seem to go more toward threes or free throws. I mean, you can't fault them as it consistently works for them, though. I mean, it's like watching a team experiment with what makes an NBA offense.
Pass to Muscala. Guarded by Rivers. It's rebounded by Houston. 52 seconds left to play in the third. Kicks it to McLemore. Releases. It's deflected. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. The Thunder with another miss. Rockets leading by 13. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Rivers. He's covered by Muscala. Rivers gets a wide open look. The step back jumper is good.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Puts it up. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Houston, finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action after this word. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
Come on now, this is the time you got to put down the gas, guys. Hey, they're on their heels. They're on their heels right now. Good stop and a score.
That's an experienced coach talking right there, wanting to keep the pressure on.
And you can ill afford to loosen up here. When the opponent is reeling is when you've got to put them out of their misery.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So for Oklahoma City right now, They've got Adams, Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Mike Muscala, and it's Dort in at the 3 slot.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Good. 15 points for Russell Westbrook.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Westbrook against Paul. From the baseline. The rebound by Jeff Green. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And it's Gordon missing. Thunder trailing by 15. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one good for 2.
I mean, it's time for him to take over. He's played it cool long enough, and I think he realizes that.
Here's Westbrook. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Chris, you were a tremendous passer. One of my favorites. Are there more playmaking bigs in the NBA now than back in the day?
That's a good question. I don't know if there are more, but I tell you what, there are some exciting ones. And if you guys don't believe me, just turn on the TV and go watch the Nuggets play. There's a man called the Joker, Jokic. Oh, my goodness, can he pass that ball? He and Horford right now, oh, man, 2 of my favorite passes in the game.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. Thunder trailing by 15. Down low, here's Adams. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Now here's Westbrook. Over Paul. Tries from 7. No good off the back of the rim.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Off on the layup.
And until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
For 3, Westbrook gets the 3-pointer to fall. Westbrook's got 11 in the second half.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Here's Gallinari. No-place jumper from the free throw line.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Oh, yeah, and that's just a good read on his part. And as usual, his mid-range jumper is on point.
Here's Harden. That shot, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. Stolen by Tucker. Harden outside. From deep. That one doesn't go. It's his 5th miss and 10 shots from the floor. Dort misses. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 16. There's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Harden outside. And Adams sends it back. Here's Paul. 1:05 left in the 4th quarter. took the opportunity when he saw it.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay. And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Rockets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they're going to bring this season series to an end with a very nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Russell Westbrook.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
Hands it from downtown.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
They grabbed their own miss. Stolen by Westbrook. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they